Hello everybody, it's Fegan from the D-Pad D-Bags, and I have another match from the r/casted subreddit. It is from Nexaz. Well, it's not from Nexaz. Nexaz is the red Zerg in the bottom left corner, and his opponent, the blue Terran player, Evanescence. So I actually don't know a ton about these players. I think I've done a couple matches from Evanescence before, but I'm not 100% sure. So we do have Entombed Valley. And this is a TVZ, and I believe this is post-Queen changes, so it is going to be definitely an interesting situation. Let me make myself busy. Sorry about that. So we have the Zerg and the Terran. After post-Queen changes, so I'm interested to see if Evanescence does push for the continued Hellion play, or if he's going to go with more of a heavy Marine number, and if he's going to be able to get aggressive early, or if he's just going to be in a situation where he's just got to build up and get strong. So we will see what he does do with the Queen change. So nothing out of the ordinary going on in this game. No 10 pool, no 8 pool, no 12 pool. So it looks like it's probably going to be a 16 hatch fast expansion, and just a normal barracks wall for the for Evanescence. So we will see what we get out of these players. The overlords are kind of making their way around the map, and the scouting has started. Nexaz did check up in this corner first, and he was incorrect with that assumption. I tend to check crosswise on this map, only because if they're not there, it gives me a decent chance. I basically go there next, and if I'm wrong, well, I know where he is. If I'm right, well, I just scouted him crosswise that much earlier. So it depends. The wall did go up, so there is no scouting information for Nexaz. He is at 16 workers, and it looks like he's going to go 16 pool instead of a 16 hatch, but he is building up minerals, so that hatch should be coming up fairly soon. No, just another round of drones, which is interesting. Oh no, an overlord. I'm sorry, he must have supply blocked himself. Yes, he did. But I'm still waiting to see that hatchery come down. I'm very surprised it hasn't yet, to be completely honest with you. Second barracks for Evanescence. So I think we're going to see a heavy sort of Marine play here. Well, obviously we're going to see heavy Marine play here. No reactored Hellions. So he's basically taking the Queen change to heart, and he's saying, you know what, I'm not going to get super aggressive with the Hellions because the Queens can handle them much better now. And there we go, there is the expansion. So 20 hatch for Evanescence. He basically waited until his Zerglings were out, so that expansion was nice and safe. So that's an interesting play. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt him, if he's going to fall behind. Oh, we have a third barracks coming up for Evanescence. So he's definitely, this might be, and he doesn't have an orbital. This is a one base all in. He is going to all in with this, and has Nexaz seen this? No, he's only seen one of the barracks. He has no idea. And a fourth barracks. He's just going to go mass Marines and push him out. I would not be surprised if he pulls almost all of his SCVs too. Just looking at that, he doesn't have an orbital. He's just going straight up all in with this. So we're going to see if he's able to handle that in terms of production. He only has Nexaz still only has 6 lings, and the first Marine is coming up, just going to kind of do some scouting. No other Marines making their way across the map, and is going to get surrounded and cleaned up very easy by those slow Zerglings. Zergling speed is not on the way either, which is very interesting. He does almost have the gas for it. That was actually a very late extractor, it seems, and the Queen is going to make its way across. And it looks like, no, the Queens do not have the 6 damage, so this is a pre-patch game, which makes it really weird that he's not going reactor, but it kind of does make sense. He's just Marine all-inning. He's building up these supply depots to protect his SCVs if he absolutely needs to, so he may not pull as many SCVs as I thought, and he's going for gas, which is very interesting. So he might want to get some sort of upgrade for the Marines before he goes all in, but he does only have a window of opportunity. Baneling Nest is coming up. That should play very interesting if the Baneling Nest completes, and the Banelings are able to get speed before the Marines hit. The Marines are going to be much less effective. He may just make a couple Banelings for defensive purposes, but really he's just droning up, if anything. In terms of units, we have 28 drones, 26 Marine, 26 SCVs. See, that's the interesting thing. He went so late on his hatchery, he wasn't able to get that far ahead in the SCV count, in the worker count, and even with him going all in Marines, he wasn't able to get that far ahead. He should be at least 10 ahead at this point had he dropped that and was able to get that. But a whole bunch of Marines. The interesting thing is, he's got a long way to walk. So if the Zerg player actually does creep spread, or if he gets some scouting out, like on the Zelnaga Tower, he's going to see this coming from a long way away. Oh, and a whole bunch of Zerglings are going to work their way across the map. Is he going to go for a super late Baneling bust? No way. No, he can't. Nope, he is not. Roach Warren is coming up. Hive is on, Lair is on the way. So I think we're probably going to see him go into Mutalisks and Roaches, but here come the Marines. And we finally do have a Zergling at the Zelnaga Tower, so he is actually going to see this coming. He will have plenty of time to morph some Banelings, and there he goes. Banelings are on the way. And he should be able to get enough Banelings, especially if there is not a ton of micro and splitting of these Marines. I think this is going to be dealt with pretty easily by the Zerg player. Those Banelings are going to finish without a problem. He's pulling them back into his base, which is interesting. He may be trying to bait the Terran player to commit. Not seeing those Banelings, I'm not sure. Does Evanescence actually have any idea that there is a Baneling nest? No, he has no idea. He, in fact, has not scanned the Zerg player since very early in the game. So the Marines are slowly making their way across, and the Zerglings are going to come out to meet them, and they are just going to get obliterated. There's so many dead Zerglings there. That was a mistake, but the Banelings are going to come. But the Marines are split into two groups, and they don't have speed, so that wasn't a ton of Banelings hitting, and the Roaches are going to come in, and looks like the Roaches... Oh, a second round of Roaches come in, so this is going to get cleaned up finally, and the Marines are going to fall. Evanescence really just waited way too long to make that attack, and there's 6 more Marines that are just going to fall victim to a poor rally, and they're just going to get melted. So in terms of units, we have a Reaper up. I don't know if that was a misclick or if that was intentional. I don't see where the Reaper is on the map. He is nowhere to be seen. Let me check. If vision... No. I actually have no idea where that Reaper is. It must be in his base somewhere. Oh, it's probably in the bunker. Yeah, I think that was a misclick. And the Roaches are going to work their way in, but with the bunkers up, I'm not sure how much damage they're going to be able to do. They're going to be able to take out these Marines pretty easy, but he's going to have to clear out this one. And the Roaches are going to take out those Marines, stop this bunker from being made. Actually, he might do a good chunk of damage here. He doesn't want to go up the ramp. He probably wants to take out this barracks. But other than that, yeah, he's going to take out the barracks. He doesn't want to try and fight up in the, into the other bunker, but there's no SCVs there to repair it, which is interesting. So that bunker is able to attack now, so it did take out a couple of those units with those Marines, and he's just going to try and take out this barracks, let it burn down, and I actually think he should be pulling these Roaches back. There's no reason to sacrifice 3 Roaches for 1 barracks. It's kind of a waste, and now the Roaches are all going to get cleaned up, and we are back to, no, not very even footing. And there goes the cleanup of the Roaches, but, ooh, an Infestor. I was incorrect about Mutalisks, so we do have the Infestors. Unless he's just going fast Hive. No Infestors created, no pathogen glands started yet. So, let's see, no Infestors in production. So he really just made the infestation pit for fun. But Evanescence is still basically just queuing up a shit ton of Marines. Holy crap. He is just saying, you know what? I like Marines. I'm just going to keep making them. He does not like any other units. In fact, he is mining gas for no reason whatsoever. He just has 700 gas built up. He's just taking that gas. He's just going to hang on to it. He doesn't like orbital commands. And we have a big push coming across of slowlings and banelings. Slow banelings, in fact. So this is the slowest Zerg army I've ever seen, shy of Hive Tech. But it is actually going to be effective because Evanescence really has nothing. Let's hope he doesn't waste his banelings on those buildings, which it looks like he is going to. Most of his banelings were lost on that barracks. So what a waste. Those Zerglings are going to get melted into that Marine fire. And what a terrible engagement for the Zerg player. That could have been the death march to end the game, but nope. He wasted all of his banelings, and that actually got the game tied up. Holy crap. that was a waste. And he loves this barracks here. He keeps just putting that barracks there. I'm not sure what... I mean, I guess it's a great distraction. Maybe he's trying to create a wall here for an expansion, but I don't see any sort of expansion on the way. He's just queuing up Marines like nobody's business. Does he like upgrades? Nah. Does he want stim? Well, at 15 minutes, but he's just queuing up those Marines like no... And then the Bane is coming in, and finally the Banelings with speed getting some excellent hits, cleaning up all of the Marines, but, well, he has nothing else. In fact, he has a Zergling and 8 Roaches, but you know where they are? They're all the way back at his base. So by the time that he gets any units back to Evanescence's base, he's gonna be able to have a higher Marine count with all those queued units. Oh, we finally have a command center for Evanescence. Everyone, please, at home, give him a round of applause. We finally have a command center for him. So we're going to see the Roaches push back out across the map. Only 8 Roaches, so this is not going to go well for him at all. We finally have a bunker at the ramp here, so he is going to get that up. And some SCVs just hanging out to repair that barracks. I mean, why the hell not? And nope, they're going to go home. They're not going to try and repair this bunker. I find it interesting that he has the Reaper in there. That's actually a decision. I thought it was a misclick. I don't know what benefit he gets from that at all, to be completely honest. I guess Reapers shoot a little bit faster. And I turn those goddamn things off. Uh oh, I hear Banelings. I hear a lot of Banelings. He is gonna Baneling burst 3 Marines. It's a lot of Banelings. Not a lot of Marines. Oh, we got more Marines coming down. But this, I think this is the final blow for the Terran player, unless he wastes all his Banelings on the barracks again, which very well could. So here come the Banelings with the Baneling burst per se. Finally, all the Marines go down, wasting a whole bunch on the SCVs. The Roaches come in and are able to take out that bunker, and I think this is game despite the waste. Oh, we have a planetary fortress being morphed at the expansion. Still no orbital command at the base, and that bunker, he wants to save that barracks for the life of him. And we're going to see this. Oh, the planetary fortress might actually finish in time, but more Roaches showing up. We have units being rallied across the map. He's probably going to turn those into Banelings, and he is finally repairing that. But it is going to go down just as the planetary fortress finished, so it's going to get 2 volleys off and then go down on its own. So it looks like the Terran player is down by 100 supply. So there should not be much more left to this game, unless we're going to see another Baneling burst, which I think we are. And no, Evanescence just leaves the game without any sort of GG or anything. So thank you for watching. This was the second game of the day. You want to see the first game? It was SKMC against Startail Bomber. A vast difference between the second game, mainly because the talent in the game is a huge difference. So please check out all of our games at youtube.com/dpaddbags and check out our live stream at twitch.tv/dpaddbags.